Don't be stupid, guys, like me. I'm stupid. Let me show you what happened on a couple of our passes from Dig or Die in-car. Talk about it and see how you cannot be stupid like I was stupid. Luckily, it didn't cost me because I got lucky. It was interesting, but let me show you what not to do. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So we had fun, Dig or Die. It's been a crazy week this week. Kind of decompressing a little bit. Didn't work on the race car any this week at all. But it's one of those things, man. We busted butt. We made a bunch of changes. We got the car ready. We raced at Dig or Die. That was a very, very hard race. Got home Sunday afternoon. Got everything unloaded and just blah. And that's what it's been the last couple days for me. Been editing videos and got all that content out. So that was really cool. Appreciate everybody watching the Dig or Die footage. It's always exciting when you're at a track and there's a ton of people there. We had a lot of people rooting for us. And, you know, I'm sorry we couldn't make it further. But we did get down to 14 cars. So getting down to 14 cars out of 111. A field of killers was amazing. It was fun. We still got some work to do. But let me show you what I almost screwed up a couple times, but majorly in the last round. And I was just going to show you the in-car footage stuff and what I was doing and how I was handling the race car. The car was handling good. Thing is heavy. It's a beast. 3,500 pounds. Y'all saw that. But we got to work on getting that thing just a tad lighter. That's the goal. We got to get it lighter so we can make this thing work better. And I think one of the things we're going to do, we might go ahead and cut the firewall out and slide the motor back about 8 inches. I think that'll really help make the car work better with a little bit less weight in the car, still keep a pretty decent bias. Comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to go to turbojohnracing.com. Grab yourself some merchandise. This is one of the things we're struggling with too, guys. I've got a garage, but it is full of stuff, like just junk. It's, you know, I've got a little toolbox over there, but this is where I used to work. But look at all the race car tires. This is just crazy. It's parts and pieces. We may be doing a garage rehab. We've been thinking about selling the house, but I don't know if that's the right move or not. Buying houses around here is stupid expensive. But I wanted to show you guys something. So we got a bunch of spare tires. A lot of people do too. And, you know, so we get rid of these tires usually when they about half tread. But I haven't really been advertising. I need to do that. But I wanted to show you guys this. Check this out. So you guys will be happy to see. Well, I don't know if you guys will be happy to see it, but I am happy to see it. Kelly worked on doing this artwork. And, man, that right there is just an awesome picture. And she made it look good. And this is a mouse pad, computer pad. And so this is for sale. I think they're 20 bucks on the website. If you are interested in getting one of these so we don't scratch up your car, or so you don't scratch up your car when you're working on it, Randy and Courtney is going to be super excited that we got this for Randy's car. You know, go pick one up. Head on over to the website, turbojohnracing.com, and grab yourself one. All right, guys, well, here goes round number one. This is Friday night. We drew this awesome little nitrous truck. It was going to be a good race. He forgot to turn the nitrous on. The car, it behaved, and you can see the car got out there. It did not spin and looked like it made a pretty decent pass, and it did, and that ended up being the best pass of the weekend for us. But check this in-car video out. I had never really thought about it before, but talking to Bill at the Street Race channel, he gave me some good tips, and he said anytime you're ahead and the car feels like it's taking the power, touch that scramble button a little bit and see what happens. And it's funny because I don't always press the scramble button. Well, yes, I do. I press it every single pass. I get on the scramble button and see if it'll take it, especially when I'm ahead, and that time it did. So luckily we got the win there, so we're off to round number two. Now this was Saturday, heat of the day. It was really hot. I actually made the tune-up a little bit spicier, trying to go a little bit faster. That ended up being a bad idea. And so we're racing another turbo car. We both bumped in. Car took off, and then it started hitting the tire just a tad. And by a tad, I mean it started white smoking. And so when it white smokes the tires, the car is not accelerating normally. Luckily, he did the same thing, but we got out there, we stayed in front, and we were able to manage to get the win even with the wheel speed. So this is where I about screwed up. Check out this in-car camera. I made the mistake. Normally, I try to stay racing out of my peripheral vision. I try to maintain the car going straight, but you'll see I turn my head to the right, look at them, and then when I get back, the car had drifted because I wasn't making any input in the steering wheel. Ended up having to pedal the car, but luckily it did not get super out of control with me. So big lesson learned here for me. Don't turn your head. Continue to race out of your peripheral vision. If you can't see them out of your peripheral vision, that's a good thing you're ahead. They could be coming on you, but that's just one of the things you're going to have to deal with. All right, so here we go. We got the win on round number 2. We're on to round number 3, racing another turbo car. So we're going to get out there. We made some tune adjustments, trying to calm it down just a little bit. It gets out there, does not white smoke, and kind of goes on down through there, does its business. And so it's one of those things that worked. It picked up a little bit. Went faster than the round before by about 0.3 of a second. So that's huge. So in this in-car, you can see me going out there. The car is going to move around a little bit. We had to drive it a little bit more. But basically, I took the tune-up from the last one, turn it down just a tad, but that's what we're building on. And you can see I also get on the scramble down here. We're pushing it, seeing if it'll take it. And it did. It did not white smoke. We got the win again. So that was one of the passes that was really good, I thought, for the heat of the day. Okay, guys, coming up in the 4th round, we drew bumper wheels, and I wanted to show you my scramble button system. Red arrow on the top is the little scramble, and the white arrow is big scramble. And so you can adjust these things differently, of course. The biggest thing to take away is if I press both of these together, I get both of the dome pressures. So if I've got 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom, if I press them together, I get 10 pounds of dome pressure. So my plan was to have 3 stages of scramble available. It didn't work out. Check it out. Let me show you what happened. So there she goes. The race is done. It starts white smoking. And I made the tune a little hotter, but in the car it's hard to tell what's going on. But look what I did, what I tried to do once we took off and got out there. Now, we left together. I think we both had reasonable lights. It was pretty close, but we got out there and he started pulling away from me a little bit. Now, I knew I was going to get on the boost ramp. I grabbed the scramble, was holding the scramble, and it was not doing what I thought it needed to do. I had such a tight grip on the steering wheel. I was like, okay, well, we're going to have to use the right hand to go to the left side of the steering wheel to press the scramble. As you can see, that did not work out at all. In fact, I almost lost control of the car. That's a bad idea. Looking back, there were some things I could have done different. I am for sure at some point going to move the big scramble to the right side of the steering wheel, and then that way I've got 2 available, and I'm probably going to put 2 stages of boost decrease as well. The problem is when you're in the car, it's hard to feel. It's hard to tell. It just comes from making passes, which I don't have in this type of surface. When you turn it down, you will actually go faster. And that's hard to get in your head sometimes. I've heard a lot of people say that a bunch. And it's the truth. You know, going less wheel speed, less power will go faster on some surfaces. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Head on over to Turbo John Racing to grab that new laptop pad or to grab a new t-shirt. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see y'all soon.